This is Matter, TCI, Lesson 2, Section 3, Crystals and Polymers. If you're following along, it's on page 28. Did you ever build structures with toy bricks? By snapping them together, you can build structures that go on and on forever. Are there any molecules that can go on forever? Crystals. Molecules do not go on forever, but there are other structures that could. A crystal is a solid structure whose atoms or molecules are arranged in repeating three-dimensional subunits. Crystals can be formed with only one element or with multiple elements. Crystals are structures that could go on forever in all three dimensions, like a chain of bricks. Some crystals are made of one element. Diamond is a crystal made of one element, carbon. The subunits that make up a diamond crystal look like a cage of carbon atoms. This cage-like structure repeats over and over to form the diamonds in jewelry. Crystals can also be made up of multiple elements. Solid sodium chloride, also known as table salt, is another crystal made of repeating subunits. Each subunit is 4 sodium atoms and 4 chlorine atoms, alternating to form a cube, as shown in figure 3a, which is the picture you see now. Table salt is also called NaCl because the sodium and the chloride atoms are in a 1-to-1 ratio. Not all crystals have a 1-to-1 ratio of elements. Quartz, a mineral found in stones such as amethysts and sand, is a crystal made of silicon and oxygen atoms bonded together in a 1-to-2 ratio. One crystal of quartz may have 100 silicon atoms and 200 oxygen atoms, or 224 silicon atoms and 448 oxygen atoms. However, all quartz crystals have silicon and oxygen atoms in a 1-to-2 ratio. Table salt and quartz are 2 of the many different crystals that are made of multiple elements. Just as individual atoms can come together to form crystals, so can molecules. Strong chemical bonds hold together the atoms within a molecule, while other attractions hold together the molecules within a crystal. As with crystals of atoms, the molecules within the crystal are arranged in a regular repeating pattern. Table sugar is a crystal of sucrose molecules. The molecules stack on top and around each other to form a crystal. Similarly, water is also a molecule that forms crystals when the liquid water freezes to form ice. These molecules are arranged in a regular repeating pattern. Polymers. Crystals are not the only structure that could go on and on. A polymer is a structure that is made of smaller repeating subunits in a chain. Unlike crystals, in which the subunit could be atoms or molecules, in polymers the subunit is always a molecule. Many everyday objects are made of polymers. For instance, sports uniforms are made of a polymer material called polyester. Polyester is made of repeating smaller molecules called ester molecules. The plastic in many water bottles is also a polymer called polyethylene terephthalate, or PET. Many water pipes around the U.S. are made of a polymer called polyvinyl chloride, or PVC. Polyester, PET, and PVC are all polymers that humans invented. However, you are actually filled with polymers. The proteins that make up your muscles and the DNA that gives you your traits are all polymers. All of these polymers have something in common. They are made of many smaller molecule subunits that are bonded to each other in a chain. Extended structures. Crystals and polymers are part of a bigger category called extended structures. An extended structure has repeating subunits of atoms or molecules arranged in a specific pattern. As a result, an extended structure has a constant ratio of atoms. Unlike the molecules you've learned about, an extended structure does not have a specific composition. The composition of a molecule describes each atom of each element in that molecule. A water molecule has exactly 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen atoms. In contrast, the composition of an extended structure is the ratio of elements that make it up. Table salt has a 1-to-1 ratio of sodium and chlorine atoms. It does not matter if it has 100 of each or 10,000 of each.